And welcome along and welcome back to Spruce Mountain Farms. Today we are going to be getting this John Deere 6M going with the sprayer again. So I just want to jump in here and get it to load up. And we're going to set this off on course play. So, oh, we need to start the engine first. Right, there we go. And then we can fill it up with fertilizer. In fact, I don't think... No, that's emptying. I want to refill it with fertilizer. There we go. And this should fill it back up. We need to get field 8 and field 5 B spray today. So course play hopefully should be able to handle that in both cases. We've got a nice full tank. It is quite cool that we can empty fertilizer out of this sprayer back into that tank. Makes it really, really easy for us to control our fertilizer and make sure that we don't have too much kicking around. So we'll take this over here. And while we're setting this off and doing this today, what I do want to do as well is go and get the other little John Deere tractor that's sitting in the shop. I've been comparing things, and overall I think it's going to be a really good thing for us to do that. So let's get this set up first. No course in here, so we want to get this set up. One headland, no extra tools, sharp in the headlands, starting work on there as well. Right, let's generate a fieldwork course for field 8. That is looking pretty good and looks like it's going to stop at the far end. So let's close the course generator. And yeah, that is the course it's going to be running. Shouldn't have any issues on that, I don't think. So let's head out here. We want to put that on because I like to go from there. First waypoint. And away you go. Nicely spraying, and yeah, look at that. Immediately we're getting some green on this field as it moves along to spray it. So what I need to do next is grab our New Holland here. Now, I do like this little New Holland, but it has 30 hours on it, which isn't a huge amount, admittedly. And it is 125 horsepower. But one of the things I always wanted to do on this series is go sort of green with everything. We've got a John Deere forage harvester. We've got the John Deere mower. We've got our very lime green Steiger. And yeah, I would like to, I think, replace this. Also, we can replace it with something that's a little bit more powerful. That being this little John Deere 6M. We discussed this at the end of the last episode, last video. 56,637. We would have to put the front loader on it, so that would have to go on there, and that throws it up to 58,000 for it. It only has, I think, 12 hours on it, and it's only 14 months old, so it's a lot younger than our New Holland, which has 30 hours and is 49 months old. So yeah, replacing this, giving us more horsepower, and everything is great. This is only worth somewhere between 16 and 20,000, this New Holland, and we would have to replace the quickie loader as well. So yeah, that is what we're going to do, but 20,000 still leaves us about 10,000 short. So what we need to go and do today is take this down to the shop. We're going to pick up a contract while we're down there, give ourselves a bit of a boost of cash, and hopefully it's going to be enough for us to get that tractor and switch this out. So we're turning down into the shop, probably for the last time with this, because I'm really only using this to travel here. Let's pop here. And actually, I don't want to pop into the shop. What I want to do is pop into the contracts. So we've got, wow. The contract I think I'm going to do is this one. You know what? I was going to do this one. It's going to give me a good boost. I thought it was a bigger boost than that. 13,751 is not going to be enough, especially when we factor in the 2,166. So We got a mountain of baling contracts here, all of which can produce quite a bit. If we did a silage one, we'd actually end up with quite a bit of extra money. And I think the one I'm going to take is this one here. And we can use the New Holland for this. Get a good line going, and then we only have to go round with the JCB at the end and collect everything up. So let's borrow the items for this. This is going to give us more than enough for us to get working with and get that tractor. And yeah, I think this is actually going to work out better for us. If we run everything at the same time, it should cut down the length of time this contract takes as well. And yeah, should be pretty good for us. So let's hook that up. Let's hook the JCB up. And this is a field we've done before. It's field 18 that is right beside us here. And we did it before with a similar sort of piece of success. Although it took us 2 days to get it done last time. I'm hoping to cut down on that quite a bit this time. Let's back this up here and in. We want to move this forwards, line ourselves up and start a nice little convoy going. The New Holland we're going to have to place out to the side. So this can follow exactly behind. I do hate that sometimes it doesn't always pick up exactly where you should be. That's okay. Get this from here, Bale, which I am so much better at using now than I have been before. And then our New Holland. That can come up behind. And we'll get that following as well. No, not the fast track. Follow the baler. Perfect. Right, and we can head off to the field. Now, if my John Deere wasn't doing the spraying on the other field, then we could get that in here as well, following on behind. Oh, looks like the baler hasn't followed. That's okay. We'll go and grab that in a moment. Let's check what our rear one is doing. We've currently got widespreading in the work mode. We don't want that. We want to change that. So change that to swath dropping. We'll start up the mower. Oh, have I not connected the PTO? Yeah, I haven't connected the PTO. There we go. Lift that up. Yeah, because it's reserved for contract work. And then the front one. Turn that on as well. And down the front one goes. Down the back one goes. And we can then get this following like that. Then we'll take the baler here. And, oh, I can't see actually if the other tractor is following. Yeah, it is following. Good. New Holland's following. Turn this on. Down. And yeah, it's reserved for contract work. But now it's picking up, which is brilliant. We want that. So follow the fast track. And there it goes. Have we got a worker in there? Yes, we have. And then the last one. Take this out. And unfold the wrapper. Get that to follow. Like that. And then I want to place this. I think last time we worked out that it was like... It was only like half a meter to the side. So we'll see how this goes. We'll see where that positions that. And see how we do. So out of cab and check how it all goes. That is looking to be a really good amount. We found this out last time. We made an absolute killing off this field because it was in a really good place. Right, there we are. So that is done. Let's see if that wraps or whether it misses the bale entirely. No, that's gonna... Oh, okay. It needs to be slightly further out from the looks of things. This is the thing about early on. It's always a case of getting things right and having, you get a little bit of setup and a little bit of time that you need to get everything set up. So Control F again, and this time we're going to go out to 2.5. So we'll take it another meter out. Yeah, and that's dropped that there. The great thing about this is it doesn't matter where these bales end up. We will be able to get them with the pickup at the end with this JCB. And because this JCB is so fast, it should work fine. So make sure the baler can catch up. And then check that it wraps up behind. So here it comes, and it's in, and it's working, and we are all good. I just need to move at a fairly slow pace to make sure that our baler doesn't get too far behind us and disconnect. So I'm going to set my speed initially to 4 miles an hour, and we'll see how we do from there. So I've stopped everything because I've suddenly realized that our bale size is set to the smallest size, and I just want to check what size this wrapper will wrap it to. So it'll wrap 150s, but not bigger. Yeah. So what we want to do is set our bale size to 150 so that we get some extra. And yeah, we'll head off. Oh, no, we need to close the rear of this, I think. Oh, it is closed. Good. Right. And I don't know if that is going to get around there. This is what worried me, was it's dropping so many bales that things like this are bound to happen. Let's back this off here. Get this bale into the wrapper. And then follow the Vermeer again. Perfect. And then we can get this to catch up with the JCB. Like so. That's going. And we can get back in here and get working on here again. Oh, it's always such a long, drawn-out process to get the initial setup to work. But once it's working, everything becomes easier. Our sprayer has finished work, and we want to get this down and get this doing 12C. If we're lucky, actually, what we can do is get this 12C. 5B, we want to go and get this doing that and get that sprayed. We need to fill up with some fuel, though, on the way, so we'll do that. But yeah, if we can get this doing 5B, get that cleared out, what we'll do is then drop the sprayer off the back and go and collect the pickup trailer, get that going on our convoy as well, and then we'll easily be able to get extra money in, refill it, because we need a bit of extra diesel. We got wow, we need to probably buy some fuel soon as well. There we go. What doing this contract might do as well is give us a good amount of refill. Give us a good amount of money for getting our harvester as well, the cotton harvester, for later in the year. Because we're only probably about a month or so away, and I was fully expecting in September to be doing this spraying and probably doing the mowing of our grass fields. But that John Deere coming up has been absolutely perfect. It's exactly the kind of tractor we want on here. Gives us a little bit more horsepower, a little bit more to play with, and should be really good. So let's take this into here. And like we did before, we'll clear off the existing course. We will do a new course and generate it. Wow, no, not like that. That is not how we want to generate a course on here. We haven't actually created any custom courses for Field 5. So, yeah, let's go and clear this course because we don't want that. What we need to do is create a custom course. So, deselect the tractor, draw custom field. This should be a really simple custom field from there to there to there, there to there. Right, save that. Yes. We want to select it, edit it. Just check where our corners are. Yep, we can move that. This should be, though, fairly good. So, yeah, that is going to cover all of that. As long as our crop is all inside this field, I'm going to be happy. It's all close enough, I think. That edge is good as well. Yeah, I think this is the first field where I'm having to do a lot less editing for it. Because just going around the field, you can see that it's absolutely fine. Perfect. So let's get out of here then. And we want to pop back into here. We want to select that course. I want to rename it. This is Field 5B. Okay. And then we want to select this. No, we want to do that. Now it's selected the right field. We can generate a field work course. Not that way, though. That is just weird. Let's go with a manual direction of 90 degrees. There we go. And generate me a course again. Perfect. That will do nicely. So we start in this corner. We select first waypoint. And I will drive on to the field a little bit. Otherwise, it might be a bit funny. And go. Yeah, otherwise we could have caught the tree. But that, to me, looks like that's going to go into the right place. And probably going to give us a very good coverage on here. Wow, we're using so much fertilizer at the moment. But our fields are going to be in a really good way afterwards. Before we continue, this video is brought to you in partnership with the awesome people at Apex Gaming PCs. I've teamed up with Apex Gaming PCs to create my own custom line of PCs suitable for everybody from beginner farmers to virtual farming experts. Apex Gaming PCs are offering up to $250 off your next purchase just by using my link in the description below. So go check them out. 7 miles an hour seems to be a nice steady speed for our mowers to be going here on this JCB. It's not a massively fast pace, but it is fast enough for the tractor to keep going and for our baler to be going behind us. And it goes at 11 miles an hour, the baler, so it tends to catch up and then fall behind a little bit as it goes. It's working fairly well for us at the moment, this whole setup. We are about we're coming up to a quarter of the way through the field. We're nearly 5% done, so fully cutting the field gives us 20%, and we're coming up to 5%. So I think we're about a quarter of the way through this. Having the John Deere at the back following us and picking up behind us, I think is going to be really useful. I've just got to avoid anything getting stuck on this end, so we've got to watch that, because we could end up with a bit of a predicament, especially with that fence there and those trees. That might be a little bit interesting as we get further and further down this field. So we have some good news. Our John Deere has finished work, and I'm going to take it back up to the farm. And I think what we'll do is we'll start it collecting up behind halfway through the field. So we'll ignore what we've already baled and already dropped off, and we'll get this just following behind and continuing from where our other equipment is, because that means that the rest of the field will be cleared up as we go, and we can start completing the contract from that point of view. And then all we'll need to do at the end is go around and collect the remaining bales that are kicking around, which should be a pretty good setup for us. So I'm going to drop my sprayer off back up at the farm. We'll just do a quick drop off for it in the middle of the yard. And then I'm going to head down to the shop and pick up the other bits. So let's drop this off. We won't worry about switching the wheels at the moment. I think it'll be fine going through this. It's not going to be doing too much heavy work. So we'll hook up to the stacker here. I think this takes 14 bales at a time, if I remember correctly. Yeah, there, and there we go. And then this we can, get following behind. We won't have to worry about too many rows initially. It looks like we missed a bale up the top here, so we'll have to come back and wrap that. But yeah, all of these bales that are currently on this field, we'll have to come and pick these up later. I think we're about halfway through the field, so it shouldn't be too bad. And then we can just get this picking up the other bales. So unfold it. Whoa, I was going to say we'll pick one up as we come through, but we've missed them all. And so I want to line myself up with this to about there. And what we can do is go follow. Yeah, no. That one. Right. And then I want to place it out. Again, about 2, I think, should do it. And we'll keep an eye on that. And then, yeah, we've got this very long row of stuff. And I'm hoping that we're not going to end up clipping with the mowers when we get to the edge. In that instance, it might be that that everything sort of having the tires that we've got on the John Deere makes a big difference. So pull forwards, check that gets picked up. That's getting picked up, and then check that gets picked up, and we're good to go. Fantastic. Rest of this field we can get done very, very smoothly. We're about 2/3 of the way through the field, and I'm currently trundling along at a slow-paced 6 miles an hour. It's about half the speed that we can do this field at with this mower. But it does mean that the baler is keeping up with us, along with everything else behind, which is great news. We want to get through here and get this done today. So as a result, I have slowed the time down as well to 3 times, so that we can go through and get it all done. And as a result, be in a position to not be doing this for a second episode again. As we did last time, we had a baling contract, a silage contract on here. It is working really well. I left a little tuft of grass there, you can see, where I was trying to avoid the edge of the mower clipping the wheels of the John Deere, but I actually think we were fine. I don't think I needed to move. So I will be testing that on my next run. Yeah, we're making good progress. We are 2/3 of the way through this field, and we should finish this today. Our John Deere is about to pick up its last bale. No, in fact, it's already full. So we'll stop this here, and we'll fold this up, and we'll go and drop these off. Where do these need to go? We need to take these to Central Exports. Nice and close, just across the road. Oh no. I think, oh no, this will take, so Central Exports will take bales. It won't take loose silage. So yeah, we're going to be all right. We're going to be able to get rid of these, see how far into the contract we are. 24 bales on here so far. And yeah, this is going to give us a really good idea of how many more we need to deliver to complete this contract. The rest at the end we can either just straight up sell, or we can hold on to. Not much reason for us to hold on to them, but yeah, I think we're going to do a straight up sell to wherever is playing the best price. Around the corner, and I think it's this spot here. I hope it's this spot here, because if it isn't, we're about to dump a whole load of bales into somewhere where I'm going to have to just pick them all up from afterwards. So, onto there and out. Yeah, there we go. And, wow. That's quite a lot of bale. 24% transported. 31%. We are up going to be half of the bales transported. Yeah, over half the bales transported off this first trailer. That is fantastic. We could complete this contract right now if we wanted to. Because there are enough bales on this field to do that with. Only downside to delivering that set of bales when I did is the fact that I can no longer tell exactly how far through the field I am by the completion of the cutting. I think we're about 3/4 of the way. We certainly seem to be roughly there, and it's going well. We've got a good amount behind us. We can't complete the contract with the next set of bales because that still won't give us enough to buy that John Deere tractor. So and we want to have enough money left over, of course, as well, to be able to buy the or to be able to lease the cotton harvester next month, because I'm fairly sure that next month is when cotton comes into, yeah, there we go. Next month we could very easily have cotton ready to go. We also could have corn ready to go next month. So one of our crops is going to be ready to go next month, I think. And yeah, we need to be in a position to do that. If it's the silage first, that actually would work in our favor. But if it's the cotton, we are going to have to lease the harvesters. So there is that. Look at that, just working absolutely perfectly. Bale comes out of the Vermeer, goes into our wrapper there, which just, pulls up and grabs that. And then our stacker comes along and picks it up and adds it to its pile. And it's just like clockwork. One more bale to go on to our... In fact, yeah, we'll stop there, because this is going to have an issue with that last bale. So we'll stop that all there, and then we can just pick this up and go and deliver it. And this should be enough, actually, to complete the contract. We've got one more row here. So I think we'll leave that very edge piece of grass, and we won't worry about that. And we'll go round and we'll get all of these bales collected up. So we'll get whatever's going in that last row, and then start getting the rest of these bales collected up and delivered. Because, yeah, this is going to be everything we need to deliver for this field. So it should mean we end up with everything else on here being pure profit, which is absolutely perfect. So we'll bring it into the sell point here. Round and slow. Up it goes and into the sell point. And we'll start making money immediately from this, actually, which is brilliant. We need to make some money to get back what we've spent, actually, on hired workers on this contract. 79%. 92. Complete. Contract is completed. And wow, an extra 5,000, 6,100 in bale, sold bales, plus an extra 246 in environmental score. So everything we do now is going to be towards extra cash for this. And towards that nice little John Deere 6M that we have sitting in the shop. And we're coming up to the end of the field. See if we can get one more bale out of the baler. Is there one more bale there? I don't think there is. Central Exports, I've given it a check, is currently the place that has the highest price going at £291 per 1,000 litres. So, yeah, we've got a lot of silage on the back of here, which is great because we're going to make a lot of money. Let's go find out how much that's going to be. This might be enough on its own to buy that tractor. That we do know that we get quite a lot of money off these silage bales. We are going to make so much money just on the environment score alone for this. 1,576 on the environment score. 68,782. We have enough money not only to buy that tractor, but we don't have to sell the New Holland either. We're going to have 2 more loads to take in, and neither of them are going to be complete ones. That is because we have those first 8 bales, which were all too small to, well, were all made too small, and we can't mix bale types on here. 12,000. We are up to 87,348. These would have been a lot fewer bales to collect up here, and yeah, it would have reduced us by 1 more trip. But all of those are on hit, so let's go and drop these off. How much are we gonna? Are we gonna break 100,000 before we complete the contract? Not quite. Not far off though. That is £95,000 we're up to. There she is. John Deere 6M 5600. We can actually throw this up to, it's 130 horsepower at the moment. We could actually put it up to how much? Only an extra 5,000 to get the 140 horsepower version. That would be much more useful to us. Michelin's wide tires with weights, it would be an extra 3,000. Yes to the front loader. No, I'm not going to go on the Isaria Compact or GPS. We might put that on the other tractor. What we do need is a license plate from Patron. So let's see who's going to be on there. Congratulations to Galcomp Gamer. You have been randomly selected to be on the number plate. I'm going to put it in the John Deere green as well. We want just the back, I think. And yeah, okay. There we are. So that is our brand new John Deere tractor. It's going to be absolutely fantastic for us. Let's buy that for 66,000. Brilliant. And it's over there. First, before we go any further, let's complete the contract as well. So collect on that for an extra 23,000. And over here is our brand new John Deere tractor. Fantastic. We've got wheel weights with wide wheels on it. And yeah, this is awesome. So this is where I'm going to leave it for today. We will get this back to our farm next time. For now, all that remains is for me to say thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, drop us a comment, and give it a share. Special thanks to all my patrons and channel members. Your support is invaluable in making these videos and helping the channel to grow. For more from Virtual Farmer, check out the links below, follow on Twitch to watch live, and for more videos, subscribe and ring that bell. I will see you next time. Goodbye.